was in such a reading slump in February. I was reading so many books, but none of them were hitting, and I finally seem to have broken past that and found some fantastic 5-star reads. First in the list was Tress of the Emerald Sea. So whimsical and atmospheric and just fairy tale-esque. Like, I loved listening to the audiobook for this. It felt like somebody was telling their grandchild a fairy tale, and I loved it. And I loved the magic system in here. If you are really like anxious about getting into Brandon Sanderson's world or his writing style, I strongly recommend jumping into this. It connects to the rest of his Cosmere, but not in a way that's going to spoil anything for you, or at least not that I know of. Then after that, I read We Who Will Die by Stacey Stark. I love this so much. I know there are some people that are saying this is overhyped, but listen, this spoke to me in a way that Romantasy recently has not been. Like, it has not been hitting. This hit for me. I loved the gladiator style games that you got in here, the sort of tension that was going on with the romance, very like Vampire Diaries-esque. If you liked that vibe between the romances, I think that you're going to eat this up. I loved everything about this. I loved the main female character. Like I said, I loved the gladiator games. It was really incredible, and I'm really hit or miss with vampires, but this did vampires in a way that I enjoyed. And then my most recent 5-star read was Daughter of No World by Carissa Broadbent. This is everything. I haven't read the rest of the books, obviously, but I can picture this as like being very similar to the Poppy Wars, just in a more YA style. Poppy Wars has a lot of very heavy, triggering content around war and the necessity of war, but also the downfall of war and heavy topics. And this also has some of those heavy topics and the necessity of war to sort of overthrow corrupt rulers, but it's handled in, like I said, a more YA style. So I appreciate it for that distinction. Obviously, the magic systems between the two are very different as well, but I think you get those similar vibes with it. So if you love the Poppy War, you're looking for something a little less depressing, try this. The main female character in here, she's also everything. Like a badass female slave that comes into her own power, takes back her freedom, and is now determined to fight for the freedom of others. Like, yes, absolutely, sign me up 100 times. And the main male character, like, he's such a simp for her, and I eat that up as well. So yeah, I think I'm finally back in my 5-star reading era, and I'm so happy.